Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Empire State Warrior, and I was grinding down the Strv again for one main reason, for the new Shek line that's coming in, because I want the Tier 7 T34 100 badly, because nobody thinks it's going to be good, but I think it's going to be pretty good. But I want the new line kind of badly, and well, I was grinding my Strv, and let's just say I shat on 2 teams in a row. This game, I go completely nuts. I just go completely off. Like, don't even try. Hold on, I'm going to turn up the game volume. There we go. And I don't even try on these guys. Like, I go completely nuts. Now, later on in the game, it does get kind of hectic. But as you can see, I'm trying to spot middle here. And I don't see anybody. I'm like, they have 4 med tanks on their team, and we have 5. This should be a full-out medium battle. Where's the enemy team? They've went the other side towards their spawn. I have no clue why. Hold up. Let me just say that's a mistake, though. They go out, and they get completely wrecked early on, and I do take some early damage from the Hellcat. But this Hellcat is not a good player, and I do make him pay for pushing me later in the game. No, pretty early in the game, and he does die pretty early. Now, as you can see, there's the Strv. I don't get a shot. Don't get a shot there. I don't get a shot on the Hellcat, but I know who he's coming for, and I know that he just drops down. So I'm pushing up to the side. Boomed him, 162, but he does get me for 228 damage. So I decide to switch to HE. Boom. Got that, and then cut back around because I know his turret traverse is completely and utterly shite. Hit him 211. That's already 569 damage in such a short amount of time. And I'm aiming for this leopard in front, and the VK does get a good shot on me. And he is a 60%er with up to 900 damage a game, so he's pretty good. He has 1,000 damage, 1,000 battles, so he knows what he's doing. The VK knows what he's doing, so that's one guy I do struggle with later on. I'm left on 191 hit points the rest of the battle. I do not lose another hit point the rest of this battle. It's nuts. Insane. Sorry, I was thirsty. KV2's in the back, camping. Nice shot. Didn't spot me. No one spotted me. I decided to blind fire a few times into that side of the bush, not knowing that there's a stone there that I cannot see because of the bush. So the Strv is in the base, and I'm like, yes, it's a Strv, so I can't deal with him right now. I'm too low of HP, and I don't want to be spotted in case the VK has the bigger gun. Spoilers, he doesn't. He has a smaller gun, but that actually has better penetration and better accuracy and dispersion ratings. So all in all, the deadlier gun in my opinion. So I've done 1,224 damage, and I've done the only damage to the KV2, and then I realize, oh wait, I'm going to blind fire here, and then realize, oh wait, the Strv is spotted. I can maybe get some good shots here. So I hit my adrenaline here, back up, pounce a shot into him, 150 some odd damage, pretty good shot, and then I back up to finish him off with a 128 damage shot. See, that's the type of shots you want to take in this situation when your team isn't very good and they're struggling. And we do struggle quite a bit. I do hit a nice shot there, but the KVIS is shoving me from behind. I didn't want to move forward here. This is one point where I didn't want to move forward, but instead it actually turned out to be the best choice. Moving forward was the best choice. So instead of going for the VK, I go for the Strv. The Strv is a very, very deadly tank. You want to get rid of that tank. He does take out my Hellcat. He does take out my Hellcat, which is not surprising considering the thing has a 6-second reload, and the Hellcat with the stock gun has a lesser reload with about 6.3. So my Hellcat's getting wrecked over here. So I'm trying to take out the Strv, and I've done 1,800 damage already. This shows you what type of game I'm having right now. And my Hellcat goes down, and I just see him go down, and I take out the Strv. 2,100 damage, plus 2 kills, and yeah, my leopard goes down. So it's me and a stock KVIS. Yeah, he's completely stock. So I cannot do much else besides go for the VK. I do get unlucky, and I do miss a decently difficult shot, but it's still one I should have hit. And then I push forward like I'm gonna come out, and I'm like, please come side out, please. And he makes his error. He decides to rush, not realizing his gun depression and my angle were too much for his slow turreted medium tank to handle. The Hellcat says nice. The KVIS is saying help. I'm trying to go unspotted here because I know if I get spotted with the KV2 looking at me, I am dead. I will die. I have no hit points to survive an HE shell here. My KVIS, however, does. And he does survive. I'm pretty sure the KVIS gets shot at. I don't think he takes damage. So as soon as I fire here, let me check. He did take some damage. He took some damage there. That's something I didn't want to see there. But I do get another shot in. And I do get one more in. So I end up with 2,500 damage. Here's the thing. I have another game that I did even better than this one in. 2,566 damage. 3 kills in a tier 5 game in a tier 6 matchup. This actually would be the better game had I not had that game before. That was an insane game. This one just proves that this tank's a little bit underrated. And by a little bit, I mean a little bit. Like, this tank's not that good in my opinion. It's just not. Sorry. So as you see, we're on mines. And both my medium tanks are completely in early stock. Well, T-34 is not completely stock. He does have the stock gun, though. So that is a struggle. Though the M4 Sherman's gun does have 106 millimeters penetration, only 4 less than this gun. That's kind of suspicious. But he is stock turreted, and he's not good. I don't shoot because I see that the M4 is peeking there, and he does come side out, and I do miss a stupidly easy shot. God dang it. I'm in pain. I'm trying to get a piece of ice out. Excuse me. And then I hit these shots. Like, how do those hit? Really? And if you see that Stug that looked like he was kind of blocking me here, actually helps me salvage this game out of the depths of hell. This game should not have been a win, but he's been shot twice. Okay, let me just peek again. Me and the Stug noticed the Churchill 3 coming from the side. We got to get rid of this guy. I don't care if he's bad or not. He's still a tank. He's still a gun. He could still come back and bite us in the ass. And I don't want that. And we're already down 4 to 6. This is not good. And as you can see, the T1 Heavy has rushed my T-34. So this is actually a pain in the arse. And I'm gonna give the Stug the kill. Though it does take him a little bit longer than it should have to kill the guy. I do give him the kill any which way. And I do go for the T1 Heavy. If you're in a situation like this where you're down tanks, and there's a very OP tank on the enemy team, such as a T1 Heavy or a BDR, you want to get rid of the OP tank first. And I didn't realize they were there, or I would not have tried to push. I would not have tried anything like that. And then my tanks go down. And the Stug, thank you. Props to you, dude. What's your name? Player 79. I'll call you that. Player 79. You... If it wasn't for you getting some of these kills in key moments, we would have lost. Like this Stug here, I hit another 2 times, 3 times, I think, and put him down to a 1 shot. As you can see here, I don't know how he managed to get that shot off. I don't. Good on him, I guess, but... And then a nasty 189 alpha shot. And I'm pushing back this side because I want to get shots in on people. And I realize the Panzer IV is there. 5.4 I mean. And I don't want to mess with him. So I go for the SU-85, who is in fact the deadlier gun tank. And my Stug, bless your heart, dude. Bless your heart. Rip. He only did about 600 damage, but the 3 clutch kills was what made him partial MVP of this game. And I do make the mistake of thinking I could pen this guy's cupola when I didn't realize that you couldn't. You cannot pen this guy's cupola with AP on this tank. And I didn't know that. I tried it the first show and I realized it quite quickly. I was like, nunny. But I switched to the premium, knowing I had enough to get through him. Boom. First shot, 140. And my Stug shouts encouragement pretty soon, saying, come on. Thank you. Thank you for the encouragement as well. This is the type of player you want to have on your team. You want to have encouragement. You want to have something like this. Do miss a bad shot. That's a bad shot. And I'm trying not to give him any shots, but he does get lucky. So I push back around. I don't want to get shot here. And then I realize something. I'm like, wait a minute. What am I doing? If I turn my tank, he can't get shots on me because he hit the back part of my tank. So if I do this and I angle up like this and I just see his cupola, no possible shot for him. 2,739 damage, 3 kills, impossible odds. Should not have won this game because it was 2-on-4. Those guys should have rushed us and it would have been game over. But got lucky. And as you can see, the Stug did 3rd on damage, and he wasn't that good of a player. The SG wasn't very good. Their T1 Heavy was okay. He's a decent player. He probably plays that tank all the time. And he had a perfect 1,300 damage. But me, I had double his damage. So that tells you. And I had over quadruple my Stug's damage. This is a very, very good game and a very strong showing for the Strv. Do I think it's good? No, I don't. I'm going to say this right now. It has 15 degrees of gun depression. 110 millimeters penetration on the standard. 144 on the premium? 144? Yes. 38 on the HE. And as you can see, standard damage per shot for this type of gun. 4.1 second aim time. Not very good. Dispersion's not very good either at 0.369, which is 0.37. And the up is 25 degrees, which is very nice, and 15 degrees gun depression is very nice as well. You also have a top speed of 45 and a reverse speed of 20, so your overall speed is 35 kilometers an hour. Very nice. Your power to weight ratio is 18.8. Pretty nice. Your weight is 22.42. You're a very lightweight tank. Very lightweight. Your turret turn rate is okay at 43 degrees a second, and your hull turn ratio is actually garbage for a medium tank at 39.9. Now, your terrain crossing capacity is really good at 106, 96, and 62, better than most Tier 5 mediums. Your engine horsepower is only at 422. Sadly, I wish it was more. Now, the hull armor, don't rely on that. Do not. 55 millimeters. That's in one spot. I didn't mean to press that. The one spot is when you're looking like this. That little slope spot above the lower plate is that 55 millimeters. All the rest of the armor is like 30. So don't rely on it. The sides are 30. You can be easily HEable in the side. Your rear is so weak that a Crusader's HE in certain spots will pen. I've even tested this. It's stupid. Your turret is the same way, extremely weak. Don't rely on the armor. You may get some troll bounces off the turret, though, because the gun mantlet is strong enough to bounce. Your hit points is at 650, which is okay for a medium tank. Most of them have 680. So you're on par with, like, some... this is a middle line tank. Between the lights and mediums, this is a definite middle line tank. I do think they should buff the heavy HP to around 720 and 730, respectively. And I think they should buff this medium and some other medium tanks to 680 and the lights to 620s. So that'll balance out Tier 5. And then kind of nerf the Tier 4s from like 600s to around 590s for some tanks, 580s, 570s for others. I mean, they need to balance those Tier 4s because they have a lot of HP. A lot of HP. Now, your view range isn't very good at 243 meters, but you have a great concealment rating at 20. And with a bush, that's 35% without firing. While firing, that's 20% behind a bush. That is insane. And I don't even run a camo on this. And I know people think, oh, you're Nubic. I'm lazy and I don't want to put camos on it. I'm just that lazy. Every other mechanic, okay, I need to take time and do this. When I see camos, I'm like, I don't want to do that though. I'm too lazy to. I know it's a button press away, but I don't want to do it. Provisions, definitely go for the crisp bread. And definitely go for the standard fuel. Because these two help so much. This seems like a good idea, but it's actually not. Do not go for them. The ammunition types, as you can see, I carry pretty standard. 34 AP, 6 premium AP, and 8 high explosive. That's pretty standard for this tank. I do suggest gun rammer because you need the extra DPM because the tank's DPM isn't that good as it is. On this tank, I'd say improve modules because you don't have that much armor. So high explosive shells will do way less. Way less. Well, actually I go with defense system on this one because it's a 130 millimeter gun and there's nothing at 130 millimeter at this tier. There's 122 millimeter, but not 130. Improved optics, 100% on this because it's a medium. If you're sitting back camping with camouflage net, you're a piece of shit. That's all I'm gonna say on that one. Enhanced gun lane drive, better aim time. HP because you don't have any armor. Improved control because you need to be able to freaking turn this tank because as you saw, that this tank has no hold triggers, none. Refined gun, that improves the gun dispersion way a lot. It's a medium, and you're gonna get shot in the tracks quite a bit. So go for the enhanced tracks. Makes it to where as soon as it fixes, it goes from yellow to completely green and fixed. Perfect. Probably the consumable delivery drive on this one. The consumable delivery system is perfect for this. Perfect. And that's actually all I have for this video. The next video is I'm going to be doing another dull perspective between me and Laffy. It's actually Laffy. I did ask her about it. The name is Laffy. Please forgive me for pronouncing it LaFay. I sorry for that. It's actually Laffy, like Laffy Taffy. She did say that it was pronounced where the E was kind of silent, and I was like, okay, that's on me. So, if you have any questions or comments, please comment down below. If you have any requests of a tank you would like me to do, please don't be afraid to ask. Don't be. I want somebody to ask. Because this is something I've been wanting to do. Because as you can see on this account, I've been grinding quite a bit. I've been getting tanks left and right that I've never had before. I got the E50 I've never had before. I've never had this tank before. I've never had the T57 Heavy before. I've never had this before. And I've been doing very well in them. If you have any questions about them, I can tell you exactly what you need to do and how you need to play them. If you have any questions, guys, please don't be afraid to ask. Anyways, like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.